Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Beats and the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll go on the ground. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funchess. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Throwing is Rodgers. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
Elliott, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. They'll run it with Elliott, and he bowls his way end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the play.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They'll drop the throw. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
319! 319!
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
319!
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking deep for Elliott. And got his man complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
On play action, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Flush to his right. A dump off to Elliott. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 26. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On play action, they'll throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals have recovered it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Going deep for Eifert. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so might as well have not even had the penalty.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They go to Elliott again. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Harrison. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
26.
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. T.J. Watt leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. Now a play fake. Rodgers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, he's got the lane, and there he goes. And touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Again, it's Elliott. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Watt in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
The give is to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.